Hey guys, Ambush Bunny here. Before I get started with today's video, be sure to like and subscribe to follow me for any upcoming videos. I've already done one on a series of doing homemade bacon from Boston Butts, and then I did one where we started our planting out for our garden. One moment. Come here, buddy. I seem to have found a friend. You know what they say? There is a wives' tale that my grandmother always used to say. You got an inchworm on you. These guys are measuring you up for an upcoming wardrobe. But I don't need new clothes right now, bud, so you can go ahead and go back down there, not on me. Thanks. So over here we've got my strawberry plants. I store-bought these guys. I'm going to be planting them when I get my raised garden fixed up, or putting them in bigger pots possibly. But I've got some strawberries coming up. There's some there. These came from Home Depot. This one came from Walmart, and you can kind of see a difference in the quality of these guys. And I've been trying to keep them picked out with the old dead leaves, keeping them pruned. This one is a sweet banana pepper. This is a zucchini, and it looks like I've got some budding there. Now this is my apple tree, as I said in one of my previous videos, that I germinated from some seeds out of an apple itself, out of 8 seeds that I managed to get germinated. This is the only one that took, which is a big deal about planting them and caring for them in cups or pots in this case before you go and plant them in the ground. I'm going to be transferring this one again into another pot. I want to get it, it's almost coming up on a year old. I want it to be at least 2 years before I put it in the ground, maybe wait even longer, because I want it to be bigger before I get it in because of the winters and everything, so it'll be able to survive. But here are my cups that I planted. And so this rose cantaloupes, orange meat watermelons, regular red watermelons, also known as jubilees. These are the bottle gourds, or birdhouse gourds is also what they're known as. So, and then this one is the white squash. And looking at these cups, as you can see, looks like this one here for the cantaloupes. All of these have sprouted. A couple of these haven't yet. I checked on these not yesterday, but the day before, and they hadn't sprouted yet. But that same night we had a really big rain, lots of water, and sometime between then and now they've sprouted. But there's a couple here. I'm not counting them out of the game yet, but they just haven't sprouted yet. So we've got a few that didn't germinate yet. Same with these. These are the orange watermelons. So there's one there. There's one there. Maybe, I don't know. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, so that one's germinating. But these up here, we've got one there and one there. There might be one here the way this is pushed up. I think it's going to have one in, yep, there's one coming up. So you can kind of see right there. But then you got ones that have it. And that's why I like doing these in the cup. So whenever you plant them, instead of just planting all these seeds and you having gaps in your garden, especially if you're pressed for space, you don't want empty spots. You want to maximize the amount of your land as you have and get the best amount of crop. These red ones, they haven't done anything yet. But I'm not going to count them out yet. My little tag here laid over and kind of push down and get some. I'm going to gently move some. I'm not going to dig too deep. No. Just kind of break it up a little bit so it's not so packed down so the seeds can come up. They don't even look like they're trying. I don't see a little bubbled heel like you saw with these over here. I'm not seeing any heels on those. And of course my birdhouse gourds, or bottleneck gourds, bottle gourds. And I know in my last video I said I put one. I went ahead and put 2 in each cup just to make sure there was maybe one didn't take. Maybe the second will. And you see this one's got 2 coming up. This one only has 1. That's why I did 2 seeds per cup. A couple back here. Looks like they're making. And then these are, like I said, the white squash. These guys are making. I'm going to give them a little longer. Then they're going to be going out into the garden. We've got the small garden back here behind me. And I've also got my beehive set up back there. It's going to be ready to go and get started. I've got my first nook ordered. Yes! And it's going to be ready to go be picked up in May, mid-May, from a bee farm down in, I live in Louisiana, so I'm going to be going down to Bunkie. if you want to get into beekeeping, I highly suggest looking online and searching for a beekeepers club local to your state. And there should be also clubs local in your area, which I have found one that's about 30-40 minutes from here, from my house, and they meet every first Thursday of the month in the evenings. So that's something I'm going to look into, get started and going. And I'm really new at this. I have not a whole lot of knowledge. I found me a book that I'm going to be reading, and I'll be moving that information to you guys. So that's going to be upcoming videos, is when I get those started, move my bees to my hives. Another upcoming video is when we plant these. And then back here, I've got these cross ties here. These guys are going to be moved kind of over here. This is where we do all of our skinning for our deer and stuff, and our hogs. We've got our trailer where we move. When we catch live ones, we'll move them back here and take care of them here at the house instead of hauling a dead one out of the woods, especially when it's hot, because you don't want the meat to spoil. We've got, that's right there where the bags are. That's going to be that's actually the potting soil. That's where we're going to be putting my raised garden. And it's going to be made with these big cross ties. These things are really, really heavy. So I'm going to need the tractor to move it. When I have my brother or somebody else available to come give me a hand, because I don't think I can do this one on my own. We're going to build a raised bed with this, some landscaping felt, and then all of that potting soil over there. And we're going to be planting herbs, and I'll probably be putting some of the smaller stuff in here. We're going to be repotting these strawberries in bigger pots, as well as my big apple plant. And then they're going to be going over there. That's the small garden. One of the last videos I showed the big garden where all the fruit trees are as well. And as you can see right over there, there's my beehive, where I'm starting it at. Got this one. The bottom box came from Tractor Supply. And the top one came from Home Base Sutherland's. So you can buy individually. You can Google and search for stores near you, or you can order online. I know Amazon has them too. If you want to get into beekeeping, finding some books. I found one called First Lessons of Beekeeping. It's a fairly good book. And of course, I personalize my beehive because in some areas they do get stolen. So I put these permanent vinyls on them so I know that's my bunny honey from Ambush Bunny for my beehive. When we get this started, I'll show you guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me, and we'll be setting up for this garden, getting everything cleaned up, especially after the bad hurricanes and the freezes. We've got limbs and stuff down that's got to be pulled out before we can just get up with the tractor. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.